The Women of London Borough-by-Borough breakdown series continues with Hackney and East London. Oh, this one will be fun. What are the women like in Hackney and East London? Well, Hackney, subjective opinion here, has the best black women in London. Although the London Borough of Brent is statistically the most diverse at the time of the last census in 2001, Hackney is not far behind in terms of multicultural mix and diversity. Every single race, without fail, is found in East London. And now, because it's so gentrified, you'll find a kaleidoscopic array of classes of people as well. You also find a kaleidoscopic array of cuisines and cultures as well. But the array of classes stands out the most. You get the middle class. You get schmancy white people getting off the London Overground at stations like Dalston Junction. You get students from all over the world getting off at stations such as Liverpool Street and Shoreditch. Foreigners from places like South Africa, Italians, Jews in areas such as Stamford Hill and Rectory Road. Working class white people. Amongst working class black people, you get the underclass. Everything is represented in East London. For the black men who love dating outside of their race, yeah, go to East London. Why? Because in East London, statistically, it has a 4.5% mixed/biracial ethnicity grouping. A 4.5% mixed/biracial ethnicity grouping, which is amongst the highest in London. The white women here, they range from having a fetish with black to being solidly middle class. But almost all of them will not shun the idea of sitting down with a black man, or be scared of walking next to a black man or talking to a black man. Unlike some areas in I don't know, Dunstable, Dorking, Devonshire, Worcestershire, Shropshire. Be a black man walking around there and then see how you get treated as compared to how you are in Hackney. Why? Because white people are surrounded by Caribbean, African and Asian culture in Hackney. So for them, multiculturalism is almost a natural, normal thing. It's also actually an excellent starting place, is Hackney, for people seeking to grab a footing in London. There are always places to rent. There are always rooms available to rent. There are places to buy. There are places to let to buy. There are student accommodations. And many, many places to eat, as aforementioned. Almost 19% black population. Almost 19% black population means that black people here are numerous, but that comes with a positive caveat that they like to travel. They love to travel out of East and into East, because so much happens there. You have, for example, the Box Park in Shoreditch. You have Liverpool Street, which if you get off at Liverpool Street, which is one of the major train stations and underground stations in London, you are never more than 15 minutes away from exciting places to go in East London. That I shall speak about more in a bit. Black girls here, they're generally pleasant and, of course, stay with black men, because black girls are very loyal to black men. sometimes to a fault. Stratford is in East London, and Stratford is an absolute gem for men who love women of different shades and backgrounds. Not only is there a massive Westfield in Stratford, everyone knows that, East London was also the home of the London 2012 Olympic Games, which was one of the best ever. Usain Bolt. And East London has tons of spots to drink, eat, rest and make connaissance with people. Stratford Westfield is amazing. It's a social hub. It's a tourist hub. And everybody there usually walks around with a smile on their face. The only issue is, as the girls in East London have very naturally good faces and looks across the board, they are apt to becoming very promiscuous very early on, and with all the consequences that come from that. Moreover, in East London, Pookies and Ray Rays are lurking. Pookies and Ray Rays are lurking in East. Just think of the Crazy Titch, I can see you, you can see me video. Yeah. Although, before you start panicking, the Pookies and the Ray Rays lurking in East London are not as tenacious as they are in South London. Thank God. Because of the plethora of bars along places such as Dalston Junction, along places such as Shoreditch, Mile End, along places such as even Oldgate, because of the plethora of drinking places and places to mix and mingle and socialise, promiscuity exists in swathes in East, and single mothers like Esther from Backchat London are the consequence. However, if you find a good keeper, if you find a good girl in East London, or you as a lady find a good man from East London, try to take that person off the market. Parking is a nightmare though, I have to tell you that. Parking is a nightmare in East. But with enough train links, you don't always need to worry about that. So that part of East, for me, gets a 7 out of 10 in terms of average looks and beauty. Specifically around Stratford. Girls around Stratford get an average look, beauty of 7 out of 10. Hackney itself gets 6 out of 10. Barely. For Newham and Redbridge, which includes West Ham, East Ham, Plaistow, which includes as well Pudding Mill Lane and Borough-by-Borough and Bowie 3. It's not as defined, nor is it as alluring as Hackney. West Ham, East Ham, Plaistow, Redbridge, Newham is much more gritty and grimy. It's cheaper, but you wouldn't want to aspire to live there. Then we look at Tower Hamlets. Poplar, Bethnal Green, Mile End, and the traditional East End, just outside of Stratford, refurbished Stratford, has a tremendously prospering Bangladeshi community. Actually, 32% in Tower Hamlets, by the way. 32% in Tower Hamlets. So for Bengali men, go over there. For Pakistani businessmen, there are plenty of Pakistani businesses there, passing money amongst themselves and creating, I must say, lovely restaurants and serving nice food too. But be warned though, Tower Hamlets has the highest rate of poverty. The highest rate of poverty, child poverty, unemployment and pay inequality in London. Aye, aye, aye. If you want to not really dive into Tower Hamlets, because tourists wouldn't really want to go there, white men wouldn't really want to go there, you white men or high value white men or white men who are more established, you can visit Docklands. The Docklands will be excellent to take your family or to meet like-minded people like yourself. You can visit West India Docks, Canary Wharf, London Excel, Brick Lane if you want to try some gastro cuisine from outside of Britain. And areas like let's say the Cutty Sark or Canary Wharf, Royal Victoria, East India, lovely flats, new rise flats there as well, and excellent places to meet people. Women and girls in East London are generally pleasant, friendly, kind, and easy to get on with. And aside from Barking, where they have the highest teenage pregnancy rate, women in East London, although promiscuous, that's because they're hit with so much baloney pony and alcohol. Oh, in terms of a long life mating partner slash wife slash girlfriend, as long as you vet her correctly, you could be onto a winner, whether she's black, white, Asian, or any other race. Oh yeah, and dating app use is also very high in East London too. Dating app use is very high in East London too. So yeah, just bear that in mind.